Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a scatter plot in Microsoft Excel. And if you're a student in my microeconomics class, this will help you complete the assignment that you see on the screen. So this Microsoft Excel file that you see contains data from the Heritage Foundation and their Economic Freedom Study. So in column G, you see the 2013 Economic Freedom Score, and this is a score for over 100 countries. Let's say we want to know what is the relationship between economic freedom and inflation. Well, we have these data, so we can do that. To begin, let's consolidate our data. Select the data in column AO, copy it, Control+C, create a new worksheet, and paste this data in the new worksheet. Then go back and select the economic freedom variable, copy it, Control+C, and paste it here with Control+V. Finally, we need to copy the country names. Control+C again, and Control+V. Okay, so we have the variables economic freedom and inflation. We want to see if there's a correlation, or in other words, what's the relationship between these two variables. Before we do that, we need to note that some of the data is missing. So for example, for Afghanistan, there was no available score, economic freedom score. So what do? Well, let's just delete Afghanistan. We don't have enough data to plot it. Are there any other countries that have missing variables, missing data? One way to determine this is to place your cursor here at the top of the column, and then sort and filter, sort largest to smallest. You see all these NAs come up to the top. So delete all of them. Now we've deleted all the countries that have missing economic freedom scores. What about countries that have missing inflation scores? Well, we'll do the same thing. Sort largest to smallest, and North Korea is the only one. Delete that. Okay, now we've cleaned our data. So it's very simple now to create a scatter plot. All you do is select the data, go to the Insert menu, and click Scatter, and then click the first option, Scatter with only markers. And you'll see a scatter plot pops up. So that's great. I usually delete these legends. You can format the this figure by, when you've highlighted this chart area, going to Layout. For example, you can add axis titles and legend and a title and so on. But to make this video short, I'm going to skip all that and just show you how to add a trend line, or in other words, how to estimate the relationship between economic freedom, which is on the x-axis, and inflation, which is on the y-axis. So it looks like there's a relationship, right? A negative relationship. As economic freedom goes up, inflation goes down, which is what we'd expect. So to insert this trend line, place the data over your points, right-click, and select Add Trend Line. Then click Display Equation on Chart, display R-squared value on chart, and close, and you see the line appears. The equation and the R-squared are hard to see, so you should move them to somewhere where you can see them more easily. So here we have the equation of the line. Here we see the R-squared value, and we've created a scatter plot. We've verified our hypotheses that more economic freedom is associated with less inflation. And although this is a very simple way of testing hypotheses, economists do things that are similar to this all the time.